Hey everyone, welcome back to the Saxon house. I think this is part 11 now. I'm on day 2, I only did a few hours yesterday, got Dad with me as well today, and essentially what we're doing is filling in the gaps in the logs with moss to help insulate the Saxon house for the winter. It is, well, middle of September now, but the weather's starting to get cooler, although we are having a bit of a hot spell. But we're getting towards that season where things are changing, temperatures are going to drop, and traditionally here in the UK we get a lot of wind and a lot of rain over the winter. So we're kind of preparing the Saxon house for that, just filling in those gaps to help insulate it, stop the wind and the airflow, the cold air coming into the house itself. I still have left to do the capping of the ridge, and we still have the clay on the inside to do. That will be coming, don't worry. But at the moment we're mossing. How are you finding it, Dad?
Fiddly, but it's okay.
Fiddly, yeah. I was using a stick. This actually. I think you saw at the beginning of the episode. I just made a stick like that and used that to wedge. But actually, I ended up using part of the hazel spars that are used to pinch the liggers in with the thatch. I ended up using that because it's got a nice pointed end to it, and naturally, the way that's got kind of 3 sides to it, it just fits into the gaps of the logs really easily. It just helps push that moss in. So. Yeah, just adapted and used that. So we're going to crack on, finish this, and then we've got a few more other things that we're going to try and do as well. Thanks for sticking by. Okay, so we've sort of made a little bit of progress today. It's not been loads for this episode, but rest assured, the next episode or the one after that, we will get quite a bit more done, where we're going to focus on doing the door. Hopefully get a nice door up on there. What was the other thing? We're going to finish the clay inside, and it's pretty much almost finished. It's just capping the ridge, so we're really, really close to the end of the series. Massive thanks to you guys for tuning in every week and following along on this adventure that I'm doing with Dad. There's all the gaps now filled with moss. We've done it on the front. All those gaps there are on the front, and then we filled in the gaps here on these logs at the back of the gable end. So not too much further. We do need to, you can see this big gap here, we do need to put like a shutter board there or something, some sort of gravel board, or just seal that in essentially. Possibly have to use nails, I'm not sure. just to stop any drafts coming into those gaps, because they're fairly big. And it's the same here. These gaps here, we've obviously got to still put some boarding up to kind of finish that off, but we're so close now to having a finished Saxon house. The clay on the outside is absolutely solid, and here's today's clay efforts. You can see where we did it the other day, just there, and the new wet fresh clay here. Couple of gaps still, but very little light now coming through there, so it's pretty much sealed. Just need to blend in a few bits, and then it's over to these walls here, all along there and all along here. We've still got to finish with the clay, but everything else is, you know, there's no light coming through at all. It's very well sealed and insulated. We're mega pleased at the moment, and again you can see there's end gaps there at the gable ends and a big gap in the middle. We will seal those, and it'll be nice and cozy up in here. Well, we've just got the kettle on the fire, getting a tea going. I was saying, although we didn't get loads done this episode, I think the next one's going to be a good one with a door.
Does that mean harder work?
more clay. More clay, more straw. It's amazing how much clay we need. Amazing.
I'm surprised we didn't seem to have that much on the outside. Maybe we were using more on the inside, I don't know. But we're getting through it, that's for certain.
So much clay, it's unbelievable. And the clay's not from this area. This isn't clay, this is peat based, this soil, and then it's gravel underneath. And there's just no clay here.
Dust.
Yeah, so we've had to bring the clay in, carry it in, which obviously takes up more time then as well, so we don't get as much done if the clay were on site. But it is what it is, and yeah, it's looking good, isn't it? It's definitely...
Oh, it's got the shape and everything about it, there's no question of that. It's got all the characteristics of being livable.
It's our best build, I would say, in terms of technicality. In terms of the detail.
And the effort, the amount of effort that needs to go into that. I mean, I assume they used packs and tribes of people to do that stuff.
Whole village would have built one house, and then they probably would have done it in a week, easy.
You get like, I want to say 6 men on there, 6 men. Well, you could really crack off, couldn't you? Get some stuff done.
Yeah, it's been a good learning experience though. Hopefully you guys have learnt a lot along the way. First time working with Thatch as well. Like I say, we're going to do the cap off the ridge and fill in the rest of the gaps, and then we're pretty much there. I think I might be doing an overnighter in it again soon as well. We've still got fairly mild weather, so it's lovely in there. Even though it's so hot today outside, inside was so cool because it was so much shade. Obviously it's very dark, there's no windows.
I think it's constant temperature, isn't it? You get more of a constant temperature.
Even, it's even. But no, it's been great. And I was just saying to Dad, that whole shelter is built from the wood from my bushcraft camp. So it's kind of nice that the bushcraft camp still lives on.
It does, yeah. Check it out.
I'll put this link to the series of the bushcraft camp. But that was my first sort of big construction shelter.
And just so you know, you did every single cut, even on a log straw, which is over there, and it's still all part of it, isn't it?
So
with a tiny, what was it, a 10-inch blade?
It was a small one. But we've got a lot of wood still left.
Yeah.
From the bushcraft camp. So there's potential for other projects down the line, definitely. And recycling, reusing that wood.
Now, tip for those guys out there, they will be able to tell us, because I'm always curious about it. We put tarp over that wood before, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Does the tarp covering it make it sweat and make it rot quicker, and should we leave it open like that? So let us know, what's the best way to store wood like that?
Yeah, we've got loads of logs on the ground, and obviously we'd like to use them, and we've raised them off the ground, but we had previously put the tarp over, like Dad said. But it was still got wet underneath, and we reckon it was like the heat of the soil or something, just creating condensation somehow in there, the moisture.
Better with air circulation, I think.
Much better, yeah, I think so. Anyway,
so we're going to put a door. Originally, we were going to put a Hessian sack door there, weren't we?
We were going to use a sort of piece of literally like not an onion sack, but the old potato ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
like the big
Hessian
ones. But no, that's probably because then you'd end up tripping over it, and it's tangling around your head as you're going in it. So we're going to make a proper door. Might not be as bushcrafty as normal, but it would look good, I think. And again, they had metal, they had nails. They were time consuming to make, so they probably didn't use nails as much because they would have liked to use joinery, which holds longer. But they would have had nails, they had knives, they had axes, they definitely had
steel,
some nails.
They had iron and steel.
They had iron, so they made some metal things and nails and things. But yeah, it's coming along. We're really pleased with it. We're going to do some other projects here as well.
They did a lot of moss today, didn't we?
Yeah, I just said
front and the back.
That. We've done all the moss. There's a few more gaps to do. But anyway, we're probably going to round this episode off. So thank you guys for watching it. don't forget to check out Dad's channel,
Fishing.
his YouTube channel, TA Fishing. And we're going fishing next week. We're not going to tell you much about what we're doing, but you will see it on TA Outdoors. Actually, we're going to bring on a fishing episode for you guys.
It's a collab, isn't it?
Yeah,
Collaboration.
another dad and son collab. So keep an eye out for that. All the links are in the description to the previous episodes in the series. And yeah, we've got some more interesting stuff coming here in the future. Thank you for watching this episode, and we'll see you guys real soon.